I'm Tyme Sisakvanich. It's Monday morning and here are this week's headlines. Recapping last week's IB Art Show. CR News' Ashley Treves speaks to students and IB Art teacher Jason Phelps. Plus, an exclusive interview with ASB President Ava Lapinskas on how Spirit Week went and ASB's plans for the future. Also, Connor Orr catches up with track athletes. How is the season going? We'll tell you. And many of you see them every day, but do you know who they are? We'll introduce you to the under-recognized and hard-working lunch ladies who serve and prepare your lunch. All of those stories and so much more just beyond the headlines. And a good morning. Just last week, the IB Art Exhibition was hosted in the Black Box, where various types of work created by Mr. Phelps' skilled IB Art students were displayed for everyone to observe and appreciate. We interviewed several students, asking them about their inspirations and what the event meant to them. CR News' Ashley Treves has more.
IB Art students dedicated their junior and senior year to make these beautiful art pieces. The art show displays the best part of their journey, and they have worked very hard to be able to showcase their art to students who visited the Black Box. Many of these students chose to remain in art as an elective over the years, and we have asked them about their inspiration to pursue their creative talent.
I first became interested in art probably my freshman year when I started taking pottery, and then when I started taking IB Art my junior year, it allowed me to explore a lot of different mediums, so that's kind of what sparked my passion for art. Displaying this art means a lot to me. I'm not one to boast about my art or talk about it a lot, so being able to display it to others was kind of a first for me, and it was really cool to hear the feedback from others.
Next, we asked another student how long they have been doing art and their thoughts on the class.
I've been in IB Art for 3 years, so starting my sophomore year, and I'm a senior this year, so over those 3 years, and they probably take around 10 to 20 hours each. It's not an easy class, not an easy A by any means, but it's a really good community, and if you like art, you should do it.
Congrats to the art students on their hard work over the last couple years and finally getting to show it off. Ashley Treves, CR News.
Ashley, thank you. Because last week was Spirit Week, ASB correspondent Aidensley Morrissey had the opportunity to interview ASB President Ava Lapinskas. She reflects upon this year's Spirit Weeks and other school-wide events, as well as the future of ASB.
We use the internet, use Pinterest, use ideas that we've heard from other schools, and we were planning it a while back and found a poster that somebody made from another school up north with the theme that we decided to use. We thought it was really cool and a good combination of easy Spirit Days with a fun theme. It's hard to find a full week of Spirit Days that everybody's going to participate in because of what we can get approved and what kids will actually be excited for, but I think there's definitely been some good participation over the last year, but it for sure depends on the day. Starting this week, applications for ASB next year are going to be available at the front office. They'll be due after spring break, so if you'd like to be in ASB next year, please pick up an application and get those in. We have elections at the beginning of May, so you can look forward to voting for your class councils and executive council then. For upperclassmen, we have prom on May 20th at the Hilton, downtown Vancouver, so you can look forward to buying those tickets, which will go on sale in May.
There are certainly many exciting things to come. If you are thinking about running for an ASB officer position, start planning now. Turning now to spring sports, last episode we spoke with all of this year's coaches, but today we're highlighting this year's track team. Speaking to athletes on their hopes and goals for this year's season, sports correspondent Connor Orr has more.
Here at CRTV, we interviewed senior sprinters Liam Morrissey and Logan Dukes to get a deeper dive into the team's spirits and goals for the season. First, we asked the two what one word was to describe the team, and they said,
I would say gritty. We have a lot of guys that can dig really deep for the last little bit of races. A lot of guys in the mile and the 8, we got some sprinters. Our team does a very good job of when it comes down to the last couple meters, we are very good at digging really deep to get by those last couple of guys to get those extra positions.
I think something that keeps coming back to me when I hear that is passionate. So I think that everybody here they're here because they want to be. They're here because track is an amazing sport, and I think that we all got to have that grit and that just excitement to be here. So I think passion is what really drives us all to do so amazing in our events.
Passion and grit will prove necessary in having a successful season, but how successful? We asked Logan and Liam what their goals were for the upcoming season.
Obviously, on the guys' side, we want to kind of reach the same success that we did last year. You know, we haven't lost a league meet in a while. We would like to continue that success. We've lost some guys just due to graduations, but some of the younger guys have been stepping up, and veterans are returning well. I think the girls team would want to mirror some success. We've got Washougal is competitive, Ridgefield, so hopefully we can fight with those teams. We did a good job on our meet Tuesday, and so hopefully we can keep that success going and dominate like we always do.
Well, I think obviously our first goal is to win league, because I think we did last year and we did really well in all of our event groups, which is really exciting, and a lot of really skilled and amazing kids ended up going to state, so I think that's exciting. So I think an overall goal past winning league would be to get more and more people on that bus going to state this year. So I think it'd be really great to expand that team and just have a better run at state and maybe win some places there.
The team has excelled in the past, so why not now? Achieving such success is not easy without putting in the work. So lastly, we asked the two what they were most proud of their team for.
Honestly, I think the community, there isn't any kind of making fun of people for not doing your event. Like, the whole team is pretty inclusive. Like, you won't get like made fun of for not doing like a distance event or not doing the sprint. So overall, yeah, the team does a really good job of not putting down anybody for doing any like event different, or just doing like maybe not as good as somebody else. Because there's just not a lot of like toxic behavior that goes on the team.
I think I'm most proud of like the dedication that we have to one another, and like filling in events like when they're not all full, for example, and making those sacrifices to move around to different events. And I think I'm really proud of just kind of the culture that we've created and developed over the years, because I feel like there's anybody I can go up to on the track team and like talk to them, introduce myself, kind of encourage them, and just kind of talk about interests and things, because track is such an amazing sport because there's like a lot of diversity. So it's really fun to kind of connect with people that do different events than me, and just you can really connect over like congratulating them on winning a race or doing a great job, and just it's really fun to watch everybody grow.
Overall, as the season progresses and with how track has big aspirations, we want to send our best luck their way in a successful season, hopefully outdoing their past ones. Tyme?
Wishing them much success this year. Connor, thank you. On a final note this morning, CR News is making an effort to better represent those who aren't typically in the spotlight. CR News correspondent Jacob McManus met with the lunch ladies that work behind the scenes to provide an essential necessity to students here, lunch.
CR News goes behind the scenes and speaks to River's lunch ladies, the people that work extremely hard before and during lunchtime here at Columbia River. We start with getting to know them.
Well, I've worked for the Vancouver School District for 33 years. I'm married. I have 2 grown sons and a grandson. I like to camp a lot with my husband and travel.
I'm a mother, first off, of 2. I've been here 11 years. I just recently, like the past 2 years, as cook.
I grew up in Vancouver and have been here my whole life, and I live here in the neighborhood, and I have 2 girls.
We asked them about being a lunch lady and what a regular day looks like.
I was looking for a part-time job at the time because my children were very young. I had a baby. So I started out working 3 hours a day, and it worked really well. And eventually I just worked my way up to becoming a cook here and then a manager.
I was looking for something that would work well with young kids in school at the time. I had younger kids, and it was kind of the perfect job for that time-wise. You know, just a few hours a day at first, and I love it.
So that I could still get my kids to school and be around, but still get out of the house.
Well, my day starts at 4:45 in the morning. And we get here and we start prepping, make breakfast, then we start prepping for lunch. We have to deal with produce, groceries coming in every day. A lot of bookwork is involved.
Well, we get here pretty early, come in, do our sanitizer buckets, start panning up, chicken burgers and JoJo's and just getting everything ready for the day, doing all of our prep work. And, then when it gets closer to lunchtime, we have to start loading everything up and getting ready to go.
I show up at around 5:30, and then go home and say good morning to the girls, and then come back in and finish the day out serving the kids.
We asked them if they could add any meal, what would it be, to see what lunch may be like in the future.
We used to really enjoy making chicken enchiladas, calzones, cheese zombies, and tomato soup.
That's a good question. Maybe French dip sandwiches. I think.
That sounds good.
Okay, so it would be nice if we served Caesar salads. We used to do Caesar salads with the mozzarella cheese sticks. That would be nice to bring back. I guess just be understanding when we have to have you take a fruit or a vegetable, because we have to make sure that you guys have a complete meal, and we're sorry.
Well, we work hard and we try to provide good food and stuff that everybody's gonna like, hopefully. But if anybody has suggestions, well, obviously we'd love to know what people would like and what we could do better.
Enjoy what we do, and our goal here is always to feed the kids, and that's it makes us smile to know that you guys are getting fed.
Thank you. Today, when you see them during lunch, make sure to say please and thanks for all their hard work. This is CR News correspondent Jacob McManus. Time.
Jacob, thanks for telling that story. It's not as easy as it looks, and it's wonderful that they're finally getting some much-needed recognition. It's certainly overdue. That's beyond the headlines for this Monday. We hope to see you right back here after spring break. I'm Tyme Sisakvanich. For all of us here at CR News, thanks for watching. Hey Rapids, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the CRTV YouTube channel to support content for and by CR students. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at CRHS TV. Thanks for watching.